What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
Tonight on Red Report Sports, a former USD football coach could return to the sidelines, and Coyote Athletics are making a big change. I'm Celeste LaCourciere.
And I'm Devin Reiners. USD is building a new football stadium, and a former women's basketball star signs with the WNBA team. But first, Nathan Finster has our headlines. Nathan?
The Minnesota Vikings have signed quarterback Peyton Manning after he worked out for the team this morning. The Vikings say they hope that Manning can improve their inconsistent offense and help propel them into the playoffs. Manning won't play in the Vikings matchup with the Cowboys tomorrow night, but hopes to play next week against Jacksonville. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors have completed a blockbuster trade that'll send point guard Russell Westbrook to the Warriors in exchange for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. The trade reunites Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, who played together in Oklahoma City before Durant signed with the Warriors in the offseason. And those are your headlines.
Joe Glenn may soon be roaming the sidelines again. The University of Oregon fired head coach Mark Helfrich yesterday, and Glenn's reportedly the leading candidate for the job. Oregon's firing of Helfrich comes after a disappointing 4-8 season and marks the first time since 2004 that they won't appear in a bowl game. Helfrich was the coach of the Ducks since 2013. Glenn last coached for USD in 2015. We have no word yet on Glenn's interest in the position or whether or not he has memorized their school song.
Staying in football, USD has decided to move up from the FCS ranks and join the FBS as a member of the Big 12 Conference. The Big 12 currently only has 10 teams and is looking to expand. SDSU could join the Coyotes as soon as 2018. The move comes as a surprise to most because the Coyotes have only been a Division I program since 2008 and haven't had much success. But Athletic Director David Herbster says the Coyotes are ready for the move. Other Coyote sports will also be making the transition from the Summit League to the Big 12 Conference. The university just announced plans to build a new football stadium to replace the outdated Dakota Dome. The new stadium will be built where the Dakota Dome currently stands, so the football team will have to play home games at Howard Wood Field in Sioux Falls until the new stadium is built. Head coach Bob Nielsen says a new stadium is needed following the move to the Big 12 Conference. The university hasn't released a model image of what the new stadium will look like, but it'll be an outdoor facility with automatic locking gates, ensuring students cannot leave until the game's over. The stadium is projected to open in 2019.
The USD Athletic Department recently approved a new sport, hockey. Heath Nimke is live in the muck to speak with one of the new players on the team. Heath?
Thank you. I'm live in the muck here, supposed to be interviewing with a hockey player for the new USD team that's coming in, but they haven't arrived. And this is the first time in over a year now I've been doing live in the muck that I have yet to have someone show up. So I guess I'll have my producer help me here. Crystal, would you like to join us and talk a little live?
Yeah, I can do that.
Crystal, you've been doing live now for a semester. What's it been like? And how
You know, it's very intimidating being live. You have to contact your people. Then you always have to make sure they show up. As you seen earlier in the show, my person didn't show up, which was the first time, and so I'm a little scared. Not gonna lie, kind of freaking out, but it's gonna be fine, right? It'll be fine.
I hope so. And I always get criticized too because you're a girl and I'm a guy, and I always have to shave. And I mean I didn't shave this time either. And it gets kind of stressful. You know, you're coming over here, you don't get the makeup work like everyone else does in the studio. You're just trying to do stuff, and yeah, and now you don't have someone show up.
I know.
It's extremely stressful. So
it's crazy.
Well, I guess I'm Heath Nimke live in the muck, and for the first time ever, my live didn't show up. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Heath. Former USD women's basketball star Nicole Seacombe has signed with the Minnesota Lynx of the WNBA for the next season. The Australian native left South Dakota as one of the best ever to wear a Coyote uniform. She is second in the program history in points, assists, and steals. She's currently playing professionally in Poland, averaging 12 points per game. Seacombe will join the Lynx when they open in the 2017 season, May 14th, against the Chicago Sky.
the South Dakota State men's basketball program has been stripped of their 2016 Summit League title after an NCAA investigation found that players were being paid to play. The investigation revealed that each player on the team received payments based on team and individual performance in each game. Payments included feed bags, hay bales, and salt cubes. In addition to having the conference title stripped, the program could also face future penalties, including loss of scholarships and future postseason bans. There's no word on if former head coach Scott Nagy will face any future sanctions. He left the program for Wright State following the 2016 season, and the team has struggled this season under new head coach TJ Otzelberger. The university hasn't yet released a statement.
Typical SDSU, always trying to cheat.
I can't say I'm surprised.
That's a look at sports.